Okay, so I decided to stay at the Lagoon Park thing again, but this time I'm in a different spot, which I'll show you. Alright, so you can see I'm parked right beside these poles, and I could have my van door open. I was on the computer before, and you've got the trees just there. I've got a drink that I'm about to go on a walk with, and you can see I've got what they call a lagoon. I think of it more as a really big pond than a lagoon, but anyway. But you can see a boardwalk on the other side there, and then down this way you've got the car park. So I can have this side door open. There's a breeze coming in my direction. I was working on the laptop before, but this is quite a nice place to stay. So I've stayed here 2 nights in a row now. Haven't been bothered at all. And in fact, I've been sitting here basically all day in the van on the computer. No one's bothered me. Like, cars that drive past will look at me, but nobody's bothered me at all. Which is the experience that other van life people who record videos say as well in Canada and the United States. Although people in the United States, some of them can be a bit more paranoid about defending themselves, having weapons handy, stuff like that. But I've never felt the need here. But anyway, I might go for a bit of a walk. Okay, so here I am at the start of the boardwalk. It's got a little duck there, and a nest, some nice trees, and another duck. So this certainly isn't anywhere near as good as going out to a national park, but I got to work later this afternoon, and so I was able to sleep just outside this park, go for a little bit of a walk, and it's not too bad. So the lagoon itself, or the big pond as I'd rather refer to it as, is it's reasonably relaxing. At the moment there's a couple of people on the other side there. Don't know if you can see it on the phone because I've got the sun glare on it, but if I wanted to, I could sit down on this seat with my drink and look out at the pond. There's my van on the other side of the pond, and I can just chill out for a bit. So check this out. Unapproved planting has had to be removed from this site. Many garden plants can be invasive in bushland. If you would like to be part of an approved planting program, please contact the Logan City Council Bush Care on, and then the phone number. So some random people have just been planting plants in the bushland and they've had to remove it. I just think that's classic. Like, why would somebody just go, I know what I'll do, I'll go to the park and I'll plant some trees or plants or whatever they did. Here's a sign about the wetlands, and I just saw some park benches here beside the lagoon, as they want to call it, or a big pond. probably be more realistic. But I think I'm going to cook some breakfast slash lunch, because I haven't had anything to eat today at either this table or that table, because I'm trying to get into the habit of not spending money on takeaway all the time. There's also, looks like there might be a barbecue. Let's have a look. Not that I would use it, because I just don't like the idea of having to clean a public barbecue. Yeah, no, it looks like this one has not been used in years. It looks like some sort of skate park over there, and a little lookout over the lagoon. Anyway, I might see you a bit later. Okay, so I went back to the van and got myself a drink, some eggs, some onion I cut up in the van before I came over, and all these sausages and stuff was in this bag beforehand. Got a backpack with some cleaning stuff, and so I'm cooking my my breakfast slash lunch, and that's the view I've got from my kitchen. Pretty nice kitchen. Alright. Okay, so here's my meal in progress. I've got a beef patty, some eggs, some onion, and some sausages. So that should be not too bad at all. So I realise that this is by no means a healthy meal, but I mean, baby steps, right? You got to start somewhere, and actually cooking meals rather than buying takeaway is, I guess, the start of I guess spending less money, and kind of in line with, I guess, van life minimalism. I know a lot of people go towards eating more veggies, like a vegan style thing, but I've got a big ass fridge, and I might try to eat more veggies, because veggies are good, but for now at least, I'm at least starting to save money by not buying food. Alright, I'll continue cooking my lunch. Alright, so that's the end result of my breakfast slash lunch. Got my drink of Pepsi there, and I actually cooked it without any oil because I forgot to bring any oil with me, and the meal didn't turn out too bad. Didn't have too many issues with the lack of oil. Yeah, so I'm going to enjoy my breakfast slash lunch. So I actually forgot, believe it or not, to bring a knife and fork. So I'm going to be eating my meal with a pair of tongs. But see if I can keep the camera in shot, because I'm doing this one-handed. There we go. So now I got my food into manageable portions, and I'm just gonna use these elaborate chopsticks to eat my meal. Okay, so for cleaning up, I just use this paper towel to wipe out all of the crumbs, all of the excess oil off of my plate and my utensils, and now I'm going to wipe it down with some of these disinfectant wipes. So it cuts through grease, grime, cleans and disinfects in one wipe. It says that you can use it in the kitchen, but usually what I'll do afterwards is I'll spray it down with pure vinegar, some more paper towel, and that gets my stuff fairly clean. It's a bit hard to do one-handed, so that's how dirty that is now. You got the plate with a little bit of stuff, obviously this, but I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so that's the end result, nice and clean, and I used obviously that for the fry pan, and this one here I did do everything else and then a quick wipe over with the clean rag, I guess the clean cloth on everything else. And so that's the Bob Wells method of cleaning without water, because he lives on BML land out in the Arizona desert in different places where his water supply, I guess, is very precious. And I've been experimenting with it, and it works very, very well. You can spray stuff down with vinegar, and he said he's been doing it for 16 odd years and he's never been sick. And I've been doing it on and off for the last couple of weeks, I guess, because I haven't been cooking a lot. But so far, so good. And so that's all nice and clean, and no washing up container, no washing up water, no boiling water or any of that sort of stuff. And I'm quite happy with the result. So yeah. So the other cool thing about cooking in the park is all of my rubbish can go straight into the bin. And I come back to my park bench. I've packed away all my stuff. And yeah, so now I'm ready to leave the park bench. So that was quite relaxing. I'll probably cook this way more often because it's fairly relaxing to sit down by a park bench and at least during the day, and have somewhere nice to look out and enjoy your lunch or your breakfast or whatever. I think if I'm going to do this more often, I'll get a dedicated bag for cooking, like I guess like a picnic style bag with plates and some spices and utensils, because I forgot my utensils, I forgot oil, I forgot spices, and so I can just stick it under the bed in the van and go to the back, just pull out the bag, grab my my stove and whatever food I want to cook up, and just walk it down to wherever I'm cooking. But it's worked quite well. It's the first time I've cooked in a park. I've cooked outside on my table in national parks, but at a public park it's the first time that I've actually pulled out my cooking stuff. But it worked well. People walked past, they didn't really seem to care. I did get a few weird looks when I was eating my dinner with a pair of tongs, but other than that, it's all good. Alright. Alright, so that was just a little bit of my day so far before work. So now I'm going to have a drink. So you take a sip, and then bottle with a pourer, like so, and that's one standard drink. And that's how you pour yourself a Scotch and Coke or Scotch and Pepsi pretty easily, as you just saw in a van. Which to me is pretty important because you want to be able to have a drink without too much screwing around. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this drink. I'll edit this video together and hopefully upload it before work. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to see more of my van life as it unfolds, obviously in YouTube, subscribe and press that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I post another video, because I don't know how frequently I'll post. And also obviously like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you are going to comment on the YouTube channel rather than the website. I'll probably disable comments on the website, but the website is aussievanlife.com, and that will actually have everything with the correct dates of when I actually did things, like a journal, but the YouTube dates will be whenever I get around to uploading it. So sometimes it might be a week or so after I've actually done it, depending on when I get around to editing and stuff like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This is like a basic day in van life. Not all that exciting, but hey, that's my day. So I hope you enjoy. All right.